Hey Philip, how's it going? So yeah, I totally understand you not being interested by just the email that I initially sent you. I get it. Um, but yeah, I just figured I'd throw you over some free value. Doing this kind of helps me out too. So maybe you'll get some value from it. And if you decide you want to work with me, cool. If not, that's also super cool. We'll get into more of that later. But pretty much what I try to do is just I look for growth opportunities in businesses and just look at little places where small tweaks can make big improvements. So let's get into what some of those small tweaks are that I can see just right now from your business. So your SEO, um, it's not stellar, and honestly, there's just little changes that can be made that make things a lot easier. Um, for instance, like just H1 tags, and you guys do have co-working office space, you know, co-working office space for Phoenix professional. Okay, most people are searching co-working office space in Phoenix, so if you could kind of like work that in there, that sometimes can help if you just have the direct keyword. Um, And there's a lot of strategies where you don't have to like have your main page ranking super well. You can kind of just have sub pages that rank around one specific keyword and something of something someone's going to be searching. So I'll get into that here in a little bit. Um, all in all, the site looks pretty good. It's a nice site. Like I said, there's just some small little tweaks. So just so you can see, we'll take a look right quickly. Most people are just searching your brand name. So all of your traffic are coming from people that have already heard about you somehow or are looking for your location. You get a little bit of spillover from WeWork, Biltmore, Workspace Phoenix. You're number 8 on that one, but you only get 2 out of the 40 visits. And I've highlighted some other ones. Workspaces Phoenix, that one's pretty good. Virtual Office Chandler, that one's okay. You guys are 8th. You get 1 out of the 30 volume of visits. But just making small changes on each of these pages or building pages to essentially rank around keyword clusters. So if there's a couple different ways that people are talking about virtual office space and Chandler, then you could essentially build the entire page around that keyword. So for example, and I've noticed some of your competitors do this too. Where's industrious? We'll come back to that. I'll just show you on your page. So locations. So I've noticed Industrious does this too. They just put the address, but this H1 title is it's pretty important. And this is just Biltmore contact, you know, um, eh, going around and changing hyperlinks after stuff's built can get a little bit sketchy. You got to do 301 redirects and a bunch of other stuff. But you can change title tags and content, but there's just not much here. It's like, so the only thing you're providing Google on this page right now, which should be a really strong page for you, because essentially anytime somebody wants to like actually search Biltmore, and I would do 3 locations, maybe even Scottsdale, even though you're not in Scottsdale, I would just have a page for Scottsdale, for Phoenix, for Chandler, and for Biltmore. And then you don't have to like actually link them to your menu or anything. But when somebody's browsing, then you can have, it would say co-workspace, or co-work office space in Phoenix right here in the title. And then all of the keywords and all of the content around that, everything written should essentially wrap around that keyword. But you guys don't really, have much written content on this page, so it's just not going to do well. Yeah, these are all things that, you're 51st here, and this is one of the higher volume ones. So you got to find a way to get that up. And what I just mentioned would help with that. They're just like little tweaks to make a big difference. Co-Workspace, again, these are just higher volume ones. Office Space, Phoenix, 320. So you could work, you could grab some of these keywords, work them into the copy on those pages, and it'd make a huge difference. So again, like I said, Co-Workspace Phoenix, this one's got 720 monthly volume. Let's take a look at it. So I like this because they've got a form right here. Just asks for pretty much all the information you would need to know, and it goes right to schedule a visit. I think that call to action is actually really good too. It seems like they also do this weird thing where they put the address here first. I think that's just kind of like so weird. And then their H2 title, they have the SEO value here. You see what I'm talking about? They have content here that wraps around some of the keywords and gets more like written content on the page so Google can identify it. I mean, if this was me, I would do this opposite though. I would put this up here and then this down here, because this is the most important thing that Google's looking for. Like, when you're looking for somebody that's searching for co-workspaces, they don't know where it is. So why would you put the address at the title? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. But what else did I find here? Again, just keywords that people would be searching. I like this too. This is nice that they just have this little call to action. It just makes it really easy for you to find stuff. This is like their hero page. But your Facebook page nowadays is not going to drive crazy traffic from posting. It looks like you guys do post semi-frequently here and there. But so a little bit about me. I'm really just like a growth marketer. I've developed a lot of different skills, and I just look for bottlenecks in businesses, and I can work with existing teams, and I just try to find things that are working, like whether it's Facebook ads. If they work, cool. If they don't, then let's test it and throw it out if it doesn't work. But yeah, I just try to find working strategies depending on what your business is and what your model is. And I definitely have some strong foundations in SEO, but there's definitely a lot of other stuff I can do. So this is your guys' ads. And so with Facebook ads, what I've found from a lot of my B2B clients is that right now this just goes to, like, if this was me, and there's nothing, I mean, it all depends on results. Like, a lot of people say that they know what's right, and the truth is I don't know what's right. I don't know how well these convert. These might be monster ads, but I just have a feeling that maybe they could be better. I'm a big proponent of test and just see what works, because sometimes the craziest stuff that I never thought would work works really well. But what I would do, and the things that I would kind of test first, so that we're trying to find the most advantageous things, is I would use Facebook's algorithm to collect data via their own native sign-up forms. So ask them name, phone number, email in the sign-up form, and then only be running these ads in Biltmore. Give it like a 5-mile radius from one location, and then a 5-mile radius from the other location, and then essentially just run the ads like that. Maybe it could be a little bit larger, a little bit smaller, whatever it is. But just test essentially like location-based ads, so that you're not just running ads to this like split page and then to a call. Like if you were to just, even this wouldn't be terrible. Like if you guys just collected the data first, because then before they even get to this page, you've already got phone, email, name, phone, email. But on this page, I would do it more of, again, I would separate the two so that you've got a Phoenix landing page and a Chandler landing page that don't need to SEO well, but they look a little bit more like, and I just found this one the other day, and I just kind of liked it when I was going through some of this stuff. They've got like a satisfaction guarantee. They've got testimonials. They've got FAQs. So like a nice big full lander of like what to expect, all the different things that you offer, and just kind of like let them go through it. And then at the end of it, because you've already got the phone, name, email from Facebook, you could just do schedule your tour here, because you're already that far on the data. And the reason why I like doing Facebook forms first is because Facebook just doesn't have the same amount of data that they used to. Like iOS kind of like has put them in the dark on a lot of their data when somebody's using their iPhone. So what this does is by them putting in their email and then going to their site, it just kind of like gives them a bridge of, okay, this person going to this site, and they have more stuff to work with so that they can find your ideal audience as they continue to serve you more ads. Also, contact us. This one goes to the same one, but this one was like a broken link. Yeah, no results found. I don't know how much you're spending on these, but that's not the best thing that's happening there. You really want to know exactly how much a lead's costing you and what kind of lifetime value each customer is going to be worth on average. And then comparing that to like if you should even be running Facebook ads or not. I think the actual ads themselves could be a little bit better, but let's just keep going through here. Move on. Like I said, this one's pretty good. And if you notice that like over here, I've got these cool little numbers. I'll just let you know what that is. It's a cool little app called Keywords Everywhere. So you can kind of get like a little bit more data on domain authority score, which is like it's usually created by how many backlinks you have. So just like how strong your website is on the web. And that's that. So it's just like a cool little plugin. And then also, since you're a B2B business, you might find this pretty cool. It's a cold email automated system. So what you can do is you can have a couple different email addresses, and then it'll send messages specifically to certain groups of people that look like a cold email. It's just like a really cool software. It's been working wonders for me. And again, I know that you guys don't have tons of availability. Like you guys are doing pretty well. But if you guys have any other projects or something that you want to start to do, I'd be willing to talk about it. If you want me to fill in some of the gaps on your existing stuff, that's cool too. Or if you guys just aren't really interested right now, that's also totally cool. I was just doing this because I don't know, it helps me. I actually really like diving into businesses, and I love doing this consulting thing. So, I get something out of this too. So yeah. Thanks for listening to my stuff. And also, another solution is I've been getting really into marketing automations lately. So like once they fill out that Facebook form lead, like a million different things happen, and they kind of like are all in tuned with each other. So yeah, but all right. Thanks. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll talk soon. If not, best of luck to you guys. See ya.